great Saturday. One of my favorite days is that first scrimmage because you really get to tell kind of where you are reality-wise. So being able to have coaches off the field, being able to see if you can operate and function, and to get about 70 great plays out here was really valuable for us. What stood out to me right off the bat was some of the young players and some of the young players that we're going to need to step up. It was great to see Vi today run the ball like he did, to be able to bring a physicality with the run game. Obviously, you know, having to sit out the majority of that freshman year and be able to come in and show what he can do in spring right now is a value to us. So I was proud of him. The two receivers, outside receivers, I really wanted to be able to see step up, and that was Josh Amortabebe and Michael Pittman. I thought both looked comfortable out there in a scrimmage situation and made some good plays for us. On the defensive side of the ball, the guy that stood out was Marlon on the interior. To see him hold the point on that with the first string today, I thought was really impressive. And then Jamel made another nice play. He's put three really good practices together. You know, the thing, as good as that was, there's some things that we've got to stress. You know, brought conference officials out today to be able to see the reality of lining up on sides, not jumping, not flinching, not holding, and there were some penalties today, and that usually comes with your first scrimmage, and it's a good dose of reality for coaches to be able to teach off of. And then I was impressed with our defense. Again, going into this first scrimmage, I thought the ability to create 3 turnovers on the day, as well as play good red zone defense, they're ahead right now. They're doing a really nice job. Both sides, I thought, were ultra competitive. It was a great day, and the best thing is we came out healthy, which was terrific. So that's always a good thing. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
So you credited an interception on that first play. Was that Chenna that ended up with the ball?
They said it was really close. We did have replay, so I trusted Chenna on it. Yeah, it actually was a good play because it was a tip ball situation that actually bounced off the hands of a wide receiver. Good read by the quarterback. Just one of those tip balls that happen from time to time. But we gave Chenna. We'll see it on tape under further review.
We're not quite halfway yet, but do you have a general kind of overview of how the team is doing, a general progress report?
Yeah, you know, right now we're just trying to create our identity, and it goes back to what we believe wins championships, and that's running the ball, stopping the run, playing great special teams, and playing clean football, not turning over and not creating penalties. You know, when I look at us stopping the run, I think defensively right now, you know, with the defensive front that's out there, there's a lot of experience, and they're doing a really nice job. We need to be more effective running the ball. I thought the second unit did a good job with Vi, but the first string defense, I thought, did a nice job of stopping the run. Obviously, we're making some mistakes penalty-wise and turnover-wise that can cost us, like we saw early in the season last year. So thank goodness that we've got 9 more practices to be able to address it.
This is a team that looks like they're just going to hit you on defense. You've got more pops out there.
Yeah, you can feel the physicality with this bunch. You know, when you're talking about a Chinna Nwosu, when you're talking about a Cam Smith and Jordan Iosefa, John Houston, a Jamel Cook coming up, a Marvell Tell. You know, I thought Chris Hawkins did a nice job of when Clancy rolled him in the box as an extra defender in cover 3. I thought he did a nice job of run support. So this defense came out here today to stop the run, especially the first string unit, and I thought they did a nice job. They let one spill out. It was a heck of a run by Rojo. Amazing run by him, bouncing the ball outside, using speed. But over the day, I thought they did a nice job stopping the run.
What have you thought about the play of Cam Smith?
I'm just really impressed by how he's communicating right now. You know, we had lost a great leader in Michael Hutchings that was kind of the quarterback of the defense. Being, as you see, every time that we get set, that Mike Backer gets us aligned, and any formation change or motion change, he's got to make the correction for us. So that was Cam's challenge coming in, is to take over that quarterback role on defense and really communicate. And you know, for the most part, to be honest with you, he's done a terrific job. We just look so much further ahead than we were at this point last year, second year in the system with a guy that's played a lot of football.
You've talked a lot about wanting to have a balance between running and passing. In the Rose Bowl, it looked like you made a deliberate decision to pass more.
Yeah.
Was that just the team you're playing, or something different?
That's a really good observation there, Scott. You know, two things happened in that game. We were seeing a ton, if you can remember, a ton of one high coverage, whether it was cover 1 or cover 3. You know, really trying to put pressure on our quarterback to make plays and our wideouts to make plays. And then the second thing that happens, it normally happens to you. You know, you're down 42-27. You know, the second half becomes more of a passing games, and that's probably tilted the numbers a little bit. But at the end of the day, if we're trying to get 80 plays total in a game, if we could have 40 run, 40 pass, that's a heck of a day.
We'd like to ask you. Number that you in your head, offensive plays this year going in?
Yeah, you always want 80. If you can get 80 plays plus, I mean, man, what an opportunity! You're just creating more opportunities. That means you're being really good on third down, which I think we were the #1 third down team in the conference last year, especially in the second half of the season. That keeps drives alive. And then I always look at the overall numbers. Are you putting points on the board? And then let's see your balance in the run. We were a 200-yard rush team last year with a very good passing game that combined in it. When you had that balance, I think it's ultra hard on defenses.
Clay, we'd like to ask you what you're happy with. Has there been anything that you guys have looked at film-wise that you've seen during the first practices that stood out to you that you're not happy with?
Like I said today, just I knew it's going to be one of those, you know, where you walk off the field going, gosh dang, you know, we had penalties, we had turnovers, but that was the nature of being able to get everybody off the field, put the refs out there, just see where we are with a bunch of young players. And there were some penalties today that we need to be able to overcome. Obviously, I'm never happy with turnovers, and to have 3 on the day, you're happy with one side and you're sad and mad on the other. But overall is just getting back to playing what happened in the second half of last season. Great, clean football. We learned how to win, and we're going to have to reteach some young kids that are going to have to fill some positions how to do that.
Are we seeing Darnold and the receivers kind of working the kinks out? Kind of what, you know, with some of the interceptions and that?
Yeah, you know, I went back yesterday. As a matter of fact, Sam did not have an interception yesterday. I went back to yesterday's practice, didn't have one. The day prior, he had 2. And in this one, just unfortunate today. Tip ball, it's going to happen. It bounces right off the hand of a wideout. It's going to happen too. But, you know, I think for Sam, I love his composure, because one of the things that he's doing so much better than he did in the latter half of the season, he's defeating the defense rather than gluing in on one guy. If you even saw today what I was impressed with him, did you see how many different targets he threw to today? Not everyone hit, but it was neat to see him locate the one-on-one situation and get there. Now, there's got to be a build of trust between him and the wide receiver that's going there. They've got to come accustomed together. I've seen tremendous progress with him and Vellis. I saw it today a little bit with Josh and Michael Pittman being out there. So you got to remember, Juju Smith was a 3-year starter. Darius Rogers was a 3-year starter. You know, Isaac and Daquan were very valuable to us in those outside receiver roles. So, you know, he's got a nice comfort zone with Daniel and Deontay. We've got to build those other guys that confidence. And, you know, you look at the ability to have 9 more practices and then another 29 in the fall, plus the summer workouts. They'll get there.
Is Michael becoming that possession, physical guy that can step in for work Darius and Juju will?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. He showed it today. It was neat to see, because usually you get in these type of situations and you see, you know, who tightens up a little bit, and I didn't see that today from Michael or Josh today. And Vellis keeps on making plays for us. You know, it really does. So it's good to see those 3 kids step up.
You have 2 more live scrimmages. How would you like to space those out? One would be the spring game or not? Or?
Yeah, definitely one will be the spring game where we'll tackle, and then just from a health standpoint, we'll either take the next one either next Saturday or the following. It will be on one of the Saturdays.
Did you see anything in week 2 from Jack Sears differently from week 1?
A little bit more, less confusion. I thought, you know, confusion creates hesitation at the quarterback position, and hesitation will get you beat or hurt in this game. So I felt like the ball came out a little bit better. I think there's still a lot of progress. He's nowhere near a finished product. There's a lot of work to do there. But, you know, just to be able to go in there and function in a college system, in a pro-style system, and go in there and actually take a step and have it somewhat get to the right guy is pretty darn good.
players like having a bigger crowd out today?
Oh, no question. I mean, it was so cool, and I think we had over, I think it was 50 or 60 former players out here today, which was so awesome. You know, we're welcoming back all our older brothers to be able to come back into the family and be around our young kids, and then you've got not only our families out here, but open up to the public and to our fans, and then you know it just provides. It allows me to be able to see more of that reality, to be honest with you. You got people that are watching you, you're put in the moment, you know, you're having officials, it feels more game-like, and you know, you get to see who can perform when the eyes are on you, and it was neat to see guys like Vi and Ellis and Josh and Michael perform. I'll tell you another kid too. Matt Fink came along. Really did. I thought that he did some good things today, and he's really progressed. He really has. I was proud for him today.
Was a point of emphasis, you talked about the players returning. For your perspective and for the program, are you really making a strong effort to get these players returned?
You know, I smile every day I wake up, because this is going to be my 8th season in the greatest place in the world, you know, the pinnacle of college football. And the one thing that I've learned about this place is, when they say Trojan family, it's real, you know, and this is a family type of atmosphere, and to be able to have our fans out here, our former players, you know, it's a special place and a special family, and we love having them out here. To have Carson Palmer back the other day and have him around us and give words of wisdom to, you know, our quarterbacks, and just his experience and what he went through when he was in a similar position as Sam, and how valuable is that, to have an older brother that you know can mentor you and some of the experiences that you may face. So it's special to have those guys back.
Do one more.
Jamel, you're trying to get him familiar with the nickelback position.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance he would have to go back to safety next season?
Right now, we're really trying to, you know, we've got YK, Yakili Ross, that's doing a really good job back there that we want to be able to look at. CJ Pollard is back there, and we're really trying to develop into that nickel. We know we could always go back to safety as needed, but, you know, again, you look at his cover skills and being able to come off the edge. You look at him as a run support defender. You know, that big, long body is hard on slot receivers. It's hard on run support, and then he's got a knack, as you've seen. He's got a heavy head, and he covers a lot of ground in a hurry, and to be able to get to the quarterback. So we're gonna make an investment there right now to see how it looks, and then go from there. All righty, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a